When Amram heard the words of his daughter, he went and took his wife back to the house.
Wait a minute. Yahuah would have told her, keep quiet. Little girl, you little teenager, keep quiet. What are you talking about? They're slaughtering the boys. This is why I separated myself from my wife. What in the world are you talking about? Sit down and shut up. No, he heeded her words. Only these wicked men today that's stomping women like roaches, only they would have told her to sit down and shut up.
After he had driven her away, at the time when Pharaoh ordered every male child of the house of Jacob to be thrown into the water,
He was throwing them into the water, to the river.
so Amram took Jochebed his wife 3 years after he had driven her away, and he came to her, and she conceived.
So this was 3 years after when he sent her away. 3 years he was without his wife.
And at the end of 7 months from her conception, she brought forth a son.
She brought forth a son.
And the whole house was filled with great light, as of the light of the sun.
Behold! See, when she said, behold, a son will be born, not only they beheld the sun, they beheld this great light.
As of the light of the sun and moon at the time of their shining. And when the woman saw the child, that it was good and pleasing to the sight, she hid it for 3 months in an inner room.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, the Mitzrayim conspired to destroy all the Aubrys there.
There was, they call it today conspiracy theory. Don't you just hate that? Those 2 words, conspiracy theory. This is a CIA. These are CIA words. They came up with something to combat against their enemies, those that go against them, those that don't trust them. They always tell us you got a right of free speech, free thought. All right, my thinking is something is not right. This is my thinking. Something is not right. Something is wrong. Oh, you can't think something wrong because everything's all right. Trust us. We are your government. You can trust us. We have your best interests at heart. And oh yeah, all those wicked experimentational things we done on you, like Tuskegee experiment, all these different experiments we done on you guys, in the neighborhood, in the urban neighborhoods, pouring out gas on the people just to see what they would do and the reactions. All of these different experiments, don't pay that no attention. We're not doing that anymore. We don't do that no more. So trust us.
And the Mitzrayim woman went to Goshen, where the children of Yashar were.
They went where?
To go the young ones upon their shoulders, their babes who could not yet speak.
So the prophecy came forth. Moshe is born now. Remember, he's the one that's going to save Yasharal. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So he's growing up now. Joshua 68 and 32.
And Moshe was in Pharaoh's house, and was unto Batia, Pharaoh's daughter, as a son.
As a son.
And Moshe grew up amongst the king's children.
He grew up amongst king's children. This is the one that's going to deliver them. Look where he's growing up. Why isn't he growing up around Yasharal? He's growing up around them. These are Ham's children. He's growing up around. We got to bring it home to where we can see it. Joshua 71. We're going to be in Joshua here a little bit. 11 through 16.
And the Malach of Yahuah took hold of the right hand of Moshe and brought him forth from Mitzrayim.
So here is the Malach. We've seen this over and over. We're going to see something different. He took Moshe by the hand. This is when Pharaoh, he sent out the word for Moshe to be killed because he killed the Egyptian, and he was going to kill Moshe. And here, the Malach, why didn't the Malach just strike him down? That wasn't the plan. That would be our plan. when it comes to them in Mitzrayim, we would do it completely different than the way the Father did it. We would not go along with that plan. Wait a minute, you got all power in your hand? Just tell him, let the people go. He refused, they all drop dead, and the people walk out. That's not how he worked. He had to show him, he had to show his power. He the one kept hardening Pharaoh's heart. When I would read that in Christianity, I'm like, why he keep hardening his heart? He keep hardening his heart. He making them go against him. I wonder, y'all, you think he hardened our people that working for Edom? You think he hardened their hearts? He continued to harden their heart. They keep doing their wickedness. He hardened his heart.
And placed him from without the borders of Mizraim, a distance of 40 days' journey.
So he took Moshe out. This is showing us, instead of fighting, see that one Malak, he could have fought and beat Pharaoh and his army, and the people could have been free. Wham, bam, thank you, man. We can go now. Let's move on out of here. That's not how the Father works. The Father's remember, he's on a time. He's on a schedule. He operates on this schedule, and we don't know his schedule. And when we don't know his schedule, we fall short for not know. You know, we err in not knowing Scripture. We err in not knowing the Father's ways. We err in not knowing how he does things. We err greatly, and it hurt us. It even cost us to end up in Shaul. That's what he means when he said you perish for the lack of knowledge. So this morning we have to get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of his time. After this message, hopefully everyone will understand his time and his timing.
And Aaron, his brother alone, remained in the land of Mizraim. And he prophesied to the children of Yashar, saying...
So, wait a minute. Hold on. So, we got to bring out the point that Moshe is the one that's supposed to be the save. He's supposed to save them. He's leaving them. Don't we know this? He's leaving them. And it looks like that prophecy that went forth, false prophecy. Moshe gone. Put you and myself in the shoes of Yasharal. We still in bondage. The one that she prophesied that was going to save us, he's gone. Left Aaron and all of us here. That prophecy was false. Look at it. Don't y'all know our people said that? Because they heard the prophecy.
He prophesied to the children of Yashar, saying, Thus says Yahuah, Elohim of your ancestors, throw away each man the abominations of his eyes, and do not defile yourselves with the idols of Mizraim.
So Aaron prophesied. Here he go. Stepping up, prophesying. And he's telling them. See, when people today, it depend on their belief. They want to call everybody prophets. That one was a prophet. This one was a prophet. That one was a prophet. Everyone was a prophet. And I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody can't be a prophet. And where did they prophesy? They never read that. They never read where they prophesied. Here, we're reading, he prophesied to them. And this is what he says. Don't defile yourself. Throw away each one of you, your abominations of your eyes.
And the children of Yashar rebelled.
They did what?
Rebelled.
We are some rebellious people. Why should they listen to Aaron and your sister just gave us false prophecy? Let me tell y'all something. If this was us, we've been waiting for a deliverer. Miriam says, behold, a son will be born into this house and he's going to save us. And then now he's grown up now. He's grown up. He's 18 years old. Now he's gone. What is that? He's gone. I thought he was going to save us. We're going to understand the Father's time.
The children of Yashar rebelled and would not hearken to Aaron at that time.
They didn't listen.
And Yahuah thought to destroy them.
Every time when we see this, when we read this, every time you rebel, every time I rebel against the Most High, he got a thought to destroy us. We got these people running around in Christianity talking about he loves everybody. He loves everybody. They committing all kind of abominations. And he got a thought to destroy them. Our people sitting up there in Babylon, they sitting in Babylon. Their belief is he's going to gather us. We don't have to deliver ourselves. We saw Noah saving him, build a boat that you may save yourself. Escape the wrath of the Most High. We see all of this, and they think they're supposed to sit still.
Were it not that Yahuah remembered the covenant which he had made with Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov.
If it wasn't for this covenant, we would have been destroyed. He would have raised up another one.
In those days, the hand of Pharaoh continued to be severe against the children of Yashar, and he crushed and oppressed them until the time when Yahuah sent forth his word and took notice of them.
He crushed and oppressed them until the time, here it is, until the time when Yahuah sent forth his word and took notice of them. See, we stayed off in the lands of our captivity until the time of his visitation. He visited us, and he visited us with a word. And that's why we're no longer in the land of our captivity. Joshua 72:21 and 22.
At that time that the war and the siege were against Cush, Moshe fled from Mitzrayim, from Pharaoh who sought to kill him for having slain the Mitzrayim.
So here we know where Moshe fled. He fled from Mitzrayim. Mighty Moshe fleeing. Mighty dude fleeing. Got Yahushua fleeing. All these people fleeing, and our wicked people speak against what they call the flee doctrine. The flee doctrine is a part of scripture. Fleeing saves your life. These people have nothing to do with us, family. They are against, they hate his statutes. They hate his commandments. Come out of her, my people. I'm not doing it. You come get me. This is what our people telling the Father. I'm not coming out of her. You come get me. You put me here, so you come get me. That's how this is what their actions are telling him. You the one put us here. Surely he didn't put us here to kill us. They really didn't study Deuteronomy 28. The curses. Yes, he did. Until we're utterly destroyed. He wouldn't wake us up to kill us.
And Moshe was 18 years old when he fled from Mitzrayim.
He was 18. He old enough now to deliver them. Where is he? Why is he running from Mitzrayim? We don't understand this. There had to have been a false prophecy. How did you know a false prophet? When they speak a word and the word does not come to pass. This word is not coming to pass. It's not time yet. See, his timing and our timing are completely different.
From the presence of Pharaoh, and he fled and escaped to the camp of Kakianis, which at that time was besieging Cush.
So here we go. He fled and escaped. Y'all see how everyone that's listening to me, this is another reason these classes are private. I flipped through. Psalm 105 and 19.
Until the time that his word came to pass, the word of Yahuah tested him.
So, see, family, we don't know this. We don't know this until the time that his word came to pass. It took some time. Those prophecies that went forth, it took hundreds, some thousands of years to come to pass. We don't know his time. We don't understand his time. They spoke things, the prophets back then, they spoke things they didn't even see come to pass. This is deep. I told you, don't let the message time fool you. This is deep.